So, but there's a governor's race in North Carolina. So even though a Democrat governor won in both 2016 and in 2020, Trump still carried North Carolina. So you'd have to think North Carolina's probably a bridge too far for Harris, which leaves her with her offensive opportunities being Arizona and Nevada, with a caveat that Ohio is a bellwether state when you start looking at national trends. Now, Trump is still winning in Ohio, but there's a very popular Democrat incumbent U.S. senator who is also running for re-election. And if that race either becomes close or the Republican is capable of winning it, Ohio certainly goes to Trump. But if that U.S. Senate candidate provides Kamala Harris what I like to call reverse coattails, Ohio could be a trouble spot for Trump the way Michigan could be a trouble spot for Harris. So if I was running the Trump team, I would make sure that I shored up some resources to protect Ohio just in case, and probably make sure that U.S. Senate candidate is very well financed. So, but right now, you look at external things. There's also a Democrat U.S. Senate incumbent in Nevada. So you would have to think for Trump to win, that the challenger for U.S. Senate must also either get very close or win themselves. The same thing in Wisconsin. So a lot of the things that were in Trump's favor in 2016, mostly no U.S. Senate candidate in Michigan, no U.S. Senate race in Michigan in 2016, and Republican incumbent U.S. senators running in both Michigan and Wisconsin, Wisconsin and Pennsylvania were the two states that had Republican incumbents, and then Trump ended up sweeping through all three. Those advantages that existed for Trump in 2016 did not exist in 2020 and do not exist in 2024. So I only say all that to say that if the Trump team is going to run the same campaign they ran in 2016, which they looked like they ran in 2020, they're going to be as successful as they were in 2020, which, we can argue all day whether he won or lost or whether, but the truth of the matter is he ended up on the tail end of some very close elections.